Oh boy. Hey man, I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with me. Flawless, keep your mouth closed. Well, I guess if I already said something about it, I guess it's too late already. Hey, you know what? I bet you if Kyler Murray had a fantasy team, he'd draft Brees Hall, if you know what I mean. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. And I'm back in the house with part 2 of the running back endorsement show. Yes, the running backs 13 through 24 half-point PPR based on Fantasy Pros' rankings. All right, half-point PPR, and I'll be discussing it moving forward. First, I need to fellowship with y'all real quick. Let your boy fellowship for a hot moment. You know, some people give you a little monologue for about 10, 15 minutes. I ain't going to long stroke you like that. But I want to share this with you. I was taking my 9-year-old, because this is me and his mom having week to week, you know, week on, week off, we co-parent, right? So it was I'll be taking him to school on Monday. I got Monday off and stuff like that, you know. So actually, I waited till the last minute to buy school shoes today, you know. No, I was kind of thrilled to wait till the last minute. You know, you like the whole thrill of it, right? So I we got up, went to the barber shop this morning, got him a fresh haircut. Went and got some breakfast. Then went to the shoe store. One crappy shoe store, that wasn't no good. Anyway, went to the shoe store, went to the outlet here, down here in the city, the Nike outlet. Long story short, I had him sit down while we was trying on shoes because he's like a 7.5, so he's between the 7 and the 8. Couldn't find no shoes, man. It's getting kind of crazy. So I say, stay here. I'm gonna go another aisle and I'm gonna get the 8 and see how it fit. Came back real quick. Somebody was sitting there, and it's like this one lady said, and this couple, probably about 50, and they was like, your son wasn't playing no games, sir. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, well, when I came to sit down over here a few seconds ago, he was like, excuse me, man, but my dad don't want nobody, that seat is taken and my dad don't want nobody to sit there. And she was kind of like, she said, I was kind of thrown back, but, you know, he was so respectful. I just had to come sit over here on the other spot. And then I was like, and I kind of started joking. I was like, say these kids, they know how to act. They know how to, do what they're told like that. We kind of started laughing amongst each other and stuff. And she was like, oh, yeah, but, oh, he's so mannerable, this and that, blah, blah. And the other guy said, her man was like, oh, yeah, I can tell you got a good one on your hand right there, man. You know what I'm saying? She's a sharp one. So I was like, thanks, man, this and that. So she asked me, like, what grade was he in? Oh, what grade's he in? You know, because I was shopping for school shoes, right? So I motioned to my son. I said, oh, you can answer. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. He said age and everything. Long story short, she was like, well, I don't have any grandkids or this and that. No, I don't have any kids. I just have a grandkid. And I just feel something in my spirit. But hopefully you would oblige. Is it possible that I can, is it possible that you allow me to buy your son school shoes? Purchase the school shoes, for you? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, hell yeah, buy them, but saying like that, right? But of course, I got to be modest and be like, oh, no, don't, thank you, I appreciate it. You don't need to do that. She was like, no, I just feel it in my spirit to do that, so that's why I'm going to ask. So I had to be like, oh, well, I appreciate it then. I was like, Anyway, long story short, we talked, had a little bit more conversation. I obliged and let her do it. We gave her a hug. Bryson, my little one gave her a hug. Gave a man some dap and stuff, and they left. They ended up buying a gift card for us, like $100 gift card. Man, your boy got a $100 gift card off the rip that paid for my son's school shoes today. The only thing I bought was the Nike book bag. Man, I'm telling you, your boy Flawless be living good out here in the streets, man. So that was the good thing that happened to me today. Good father-son time. Dropping this video for you guys. We're going to move around. I'm going to go get some other little stuff and going to go to my parents' house for dinner. And I might, have a little drink or two. I don't know. But man, I just had to share that with y'all because y'all fam. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fam. Flawless fantasy football, baby. Let me get out the way. Here we go. Number 13 on half-point PPR, we got Travis Etienne. Mr. Travis Etienne Jr. at number 13. Brees Hall. Jahmyr Gibbs. Mr. Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker III, Miles Sanders at 18, Cam Akers at 19, J.K. Dobbins, a.k.a. Ja'Kalen Dobbins, Alexander Madison at 21, Damian Pierce at 22, followed by James Earl Connor at 23, and Rachaad White at 24, closing it out at the bottom of the running back twos. Now look, we already know how we do around here for anybody that's new, right? Because somebody going to peek their head, do a little piece, get through the door, be like, oh, this mother flawless talking about a damn endorsement show. That's right. What happens here is an endorsement show. I give a green endorsement for a player that I feel, based off their expected production from my perspective, and combined with their ADP, if they get a green endorsement, a yellow endorsement, or a red endorsement. Now, the green endorsement means it's a full go. I recommend for you to pick this person with confidence, as I would, because that's what I would do. Doesn't mean because if I give them a green, that means you need to draft them, okay? Because it's a team game, not just one horse that you're trying to ride on to the playoffs and to the fantasy championship. So it's a team game. So green means a full go. Yellow means 50-50. I see a world where it can go great, like a green, and I can see a world where it can go bad, like a yellow. So I'm like 50-50 and I'm torn. Sometimes, especially in this area here with these running backs, these particular players, some can be closer to green and some can be closer to red. But at the end of the day, they're going to get one designation. I'm not going to write half a yellow, half a red. No, you're either going to get a green, yellow, or red. And red means no. It means a Wakanda X. It means absolutely not. I am not in the business of recommending or drafting this person ever, especially this year, 2023. All right? So, green, yellow, and red designation, part 2 of the running back designation show, Flawless Fantasy Football Style. Nobody does this but me. Because nobody ain't freaking creative enough. But that's what. I'm not in here to tickle fancies or be like, I gotta make everything pleasurable on the eyes. No, I'm out here to spit real life content from you guys, from a person that's been playing fantasy football since 1995, damn it. Now, down being on the best, but I am seasoned. And when you need your fantasy knowledge, you need it seasoned. You don't want no bland fantasy football advice. Let's go. About to get me crunk in here. Travis Etienne. Let's talk about Travis Etienne real quick. Now, hold on real quick. Hold on. About to have some problems. I will not finna stop the vid for that. Let's talk about Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, the coach came out and said, I want Travis Etienne to have 16 to 1,700 rush yards. Man, get that. Where? Yeah, that team is going to be throwing the freaking rock, okay? They're not going to be running the ball like crazy. Travis Etienne does great in spurts, but then last year, this rookie season, he got pretty ineffective. So what did Jacksonville do? They went out and got Tank Bigsby. He's actually a big dude that could he's actually been making some plays too in camp. And I believe if Etienne can't handle the load or need breathers, Tank's going to come in and be getting more valuable reps than potential Travis Etienne owners would like to see. I'm giving Travis Etienne a yellow. I do not hate Travis Etienne. I do not despise Travis Etienne, but there's enough there to warrant a yellow in my eyes. I just believe, I always said that this is about Trevor Lawrence's ascension, okay? Passing league. Now, how the hell the coach going to be, I want to run 16 to 1700? Is you going to put that ball in his gut that many times, son? I don't think so. That's why you can't believe all this stuff that you hear and see. Because everybody think, oh my God, flawless. They don't talk about flawless. They call me, oh, he's this, he's that. He don't believe nothing. And I don't like to believe nothing because a lot of stuff is just fabricated BS. But for a coach to go out and get a team to go out and get Calvin Ridley, along with having a legit tight end and having Kirk that performed very well last year, and you're telling me that they're going to run the ball to where he can get 1,600 to 1,700. I'll bet I don't know if this is a family show, but I bet my right testy that he don't rush for no 1,600 yards. That's how confident I am. You go back, bookmark this. That ain't going to happen. We're not going to spend too much time on ETN. I just know he'll be great some games, and he'll be inefficient some games. And I'm just not in the business of spending, especially where those wide receivers are. Most of you guys are in PPRs. I wouldn't be spending no third rounder on him when there's other wide receivers out there like. Now, if you like ETN, go ahead and draft him. But make sure you have enough running backs on the back end in your back pocket to where something happen. Or you can pick Tank up late. Tank Bisbee up late. Nobody's probably going to try to get him, and you can handcuff him late. So that's a sound strategy, okay? So just make sure you secure it, all right? Next is Mr. Breece Hall. Now, no one, Jets haven't brought anybody else in yet, and that's a good time for Breece. He has a tough month of the schedule starting off, but this is just because we know what Breece is. Bringing Aaron Rodgers over. If he's healthy, he can be like a souped up Aaron Jones, almost in a sense. Breece Hall can be a league winner. And hold on, wait a minute. I don't like saying anybody that's drafted in the third round can be a league winner. So you have to be patient with him a little bit. But I don't think he'll play any in the preseason. But Breece Hall, I hate to say pending health because that's with anybody, but we know that he's coming over with something right now. But the ceiling's just way too high. Now listen, I'm giving him a green. Now this is a reach. I would listen. Like I said before, you guys know I'll probably have 2 or 3 teams. I'm not one of these knuckleheads that sit up here, beat off to freaking fantasy football and need to be having 30 and 40 teams like not a lot of content creators. So meaning with my 2 or 3 teams, chances are I won't have Breece Hall because I want to pick running backs later. Okay, hell, in one of my drafts, I don't know which one. But hell, I'm gonna go Kelsey early and then get Mahomes in the second, or Josh Allen, just to see if I can win that way. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna do that just to see if I can win in one of my 3 leagues. So that's a little tidbit. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in a listening league or not. So all depends. But I do intend on doing that just to see if I can win that way. Bump a lot of stereotypes, But I get Breece Hall green because we know what he has, and I think that team's going to be great. And nobody else is over there to take anything from him if he's healthy. And we know what he is, and the upgraded quarterback is the sky's the limit for Breece Hall. I give him a green. Make sure you have running back depth, okay? That's very important. Have running back depth. I know everybody's enamored with wide receivers, but please have running back depth. Next is Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs will be playing second fiddle to David Montgomery. Montgomery be tripping sometime. I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be getting goal lines unless it's passing, but I'm not convinced that they like to actually do that down there. I'm not worried about what people see because, we see a lot of highlights in camp and in the preseason games. To me, that's all just to showcase the NFL to get you excited. Jahmyr Gibbs is fast, he's explosive, but if he doesn't score for you, it's going to be, he's going to give you a mediocre outing more times than not. But if Montgomery lays it down, Gibbs would be nice as hell, okay? Let me say that now. Nice as hell, Montgomery, glass the hell out. So, mind you, hell, Montgomery's not even on this list. So you got freaking Jahmyr Gibbs being picked at number 15 over. Just by the way, too, I know I said last time I was going to put, I'm going to make a part 3 So I'm definitely going to do the top 36 running backs because too many running backs in running back number 24 through 20 on the next 12 running backs that need to be actually talked about. Gibbs gets a yellow, all right? Just simple and plain. I won't be picking the bastard, but there is a way where he actually pops if things go right for him. If not, he's going to be very inconsistent, and again, you're going to be wasting your third-round pick. But since some of y'all not y'all, but some of y'all like to listen to people other than me that like to freaking, lube up for these guys. That's, these rookies. But that's just totally Aaron Jones. Man, look. First one, fellas. I will not be left holding the bag with Aaron Jones, and I'll recommend him. Will he have some games he score? Yes. So when he score week one, I'll be like, oh, man, flawless, you this and that. I don't want to be on my team. He don't get the goal lines. Aaron Rodgers isn't there anymore. We don't know how the quarterback's going to be. Even though I think he's going to be fine, he doesn't get the most rushes on the team. How long are people going to hang on Aaron Jones and be swinging from his sack? Aaron Jones, swing me harder. I'm giving Aaron Jones a freaking red, and I'm sticking to it. Kenneth Walker. Oh, you better not make me regret this, Kenneth Walker. Because of the way, I'm not worried about his little current injury. Coach says he's fine. Coach says it's okay. Holding him out. The coach does not like to give rookies run. Penny was more extraordinary as a rookie than Charbonnet. But I'm going to give Kenneth Walker, because Kenneth Walker be going in the fourth sometime in 12-man leagues. And I believe that's a bargain. He can get it done on one hit. And if he stay, and intend on him being a goal line back and he healthy, wheels up for Kenneth Walker. He is, he like to be porcelain a little bit, so you got to be careful. But there's no way you're going to get him and coupled with Charbonnet not unless you try to throw away a pick. But hell, sometimes you can throw away a pick and make things happen. I've done it before. One time I made it to the championship a couple years ago in the league. Although I lost in the championship, I completely threw away my fourth rounder because I picked Claypool in the fourth. I despise anybody else there, so I just screw it. I picked Claypool and get it done over with. But it was a whack pick. But I still made it to the championship game, even though I punted my fourth rounder. So I'm not scared for going for upside because I understand I know how to build a team for the long haul, is my point. Miles Sanders. Miles. Miles got a little nicked up. He got a little tweak in his little groin. But I think he'll be okay. They want to make him a 3-down back. I'm going to give him a green. He's explosive. That line is awesome. You saw what the running backs did in it last year. I advise you, if you drafted Miles Sanders, though, stop kicking my stuff, man. Stop kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you draft Miles Sanders, make sure you go pick up Chuba Hubbard, man. Cuff that sucker. Make Chuba Hubbard your last pick, man. Cuff these guys. Cuff ETN with old boy Tank. Cuff Miles with Chuba. Nobody ain't drafted them. Make them your last pick instead of trying to go out and get a freaking 3 for 44 wide receiver on the year. All right? Number 19, Cam Akers. Man, I like Cam Akers. I'm going to give him a yellow because of this. I can see where else we can work well, and I can see where else we can just... We've seen the best of the Rams. That's how I feel. We've seen the best of the Rams. It's a wrap. That whole experiment's done. Cooper Kupp's glass. He's already showing people his glass. We've seen the best of the quarterback. What? I like the fact that he is there by himself, but I don't trust the line. I think we've seen the best of the defense as well. Donald's already 8. He done had his thing. I got the ring and all. Cam getting the yellow. J.K. Dobbins. Man, J.K. Dobbins. Man, I love me some J.K. Dobbins. I love him so much, I'm going to give him a red. I almost give him a yellow too. You know why? I am not going to give anybody that's going to play contract games, I'm not going to recommend anybody to pick him. Hell, I ain't going to pick him. You playing contract games. I don't care if you J.K. Dobbins, if you old boy with the Raiders. I'm taking you off the freaking board. If you're Jonathan Taylor, I'm taking you off the board. Pick somebody else. They ain't got to pay you, Dobbins. You're getting the red. Alexander Madison. He's going late, 4th round and stuff like that. High impact team. I'm giving him a green. Too much offense over there. He should be the bell cow. He's going to get every opportunity. As long as he stay healthy, he'll be a running back one for sure. Ooh, Dameon Pierce. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give him a yellow, but I'm going to be honest with you, I really want to give him a red. I want to make that right now. But I'm going to give him a yellow because a part of me feel like he was inefficient enough last year because he had the shoulder to load. But I believe it's going to be red at the end of the day because Singletary going to be getting more work than he would like because that team's going to be losing. I think the quarterback's young and he's going to take time. The wide receivers don't scare me, and they'll be getting boat raced so much to where Pierce actually won't be that much of an option. All right? So, all right, let's see. And we're going to go with James Conner. James Conner is all there by himself. I hate the team. I don't want to touch nothing with Arizona. As you see earlier in this video, Arizona's going to be a hot missus. Hot missus. But James Conner, he did well last year, but he had spurts in games where he did like crap, but then he caught fire a little bit. So he'll do well in spots, but then he's going to suck in spots. But he is the only one there. Just like Mr. Rachaad White. They're going to get him all the opportunity in the world, but I think we've seen the best of Tampa Bay. He'll get a lot of dump downs, doom from Baker, because Baker like to do that. So he'll have a lot of volume, but I don't think he has touchdown upside. I don't think he had that at all. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only best thing that could happen is maybe if Trask could come in, and Trask is actually better than Baker. But that's just my take on it. Guys, here you go. This is the running back 2, part 2 endorsement show, 13 through 24 half-point PPR. Travis Etienne yellow, Breece Hall's a green, Gibbs is a yellow, Aaron Jones is a red, Kenneth Walker is a green. Miles Sanders is a green, Cam Akers is a yellow, J.K. Dobbins is a red, Alexander Madison is a green, Dameon Pierce, James Conner, Rachaad White, all yellows. I see where it could be great for them, and I can see where it goes down for them. Hey, guys, I hope you enjoyed this running back 13 through 24. On the next episode, let me see something here. I'll make it on the next episode. The next episode of Flawless Fantasy Football will 100% on the running back the third part, running backs 25 through 36. That's when we'll have another entry for the Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League. Was going to drop it on this one? Your boy changed his mind. All right? So, there you go. Read it and weep. Read it and be happy. Flawless Fantasy Football. Holla at your boy. Peace.